Hello, fight fans, and welcome to the Combat Challenge podcast. My guest is a MMA bantamweight athlete who has competed on prestigious events such as Full Contact Contender, Cage Warriors, and Celtic Gladiators. He has had 8 MMA fights and won the GP UK Amateur Championship title. Mr. Mo, the Terminator, Zubair. Salam, my brother. Nice to see you.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Did you like that introduction?
Yeah, it's kind of sick,
You know me, man. I bet you're ready to go for the fight now.
Your ring announcer as well on it. So
yeah, well, it's hard to be humble when you're as good as I am, brother. It's hard to be humble, you know. So, brother Mo, the first question I've got for you is the fight name, The Terminator. Tell me about that. How did that come about?
So I remember I fought Andy Yates for the golden ticket title. I took that fight on 2 weeks' notice. He's actually one of my training partners now, but I took that fight and I give him absolute war. We went the full distance, 5 rounds. And after that fight, I just got the nickname. People like, you so relentless. You're like a Terminator. He's hitting me hard. He rocked me a few times. I'm still going forward. And I just wouldn't back down and quit. So that's where the nickname come from, really, after that fight.
Thanks for sharing that with us, brother. Now, your martial arts journey, if you can share that with us from a young age, what sort of sports you got into, where did you go training, and how you've ended up where you are now?
So when I was about 15, my dad took me to a boxing club that was local to us, that was down the road. So I started off training there. The boxing club was only open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'd go every day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'd train. I was there for about a year, just over a year, and then I moved to the UTC gym, which was a well-known MMA gym in the country at the time. I started training there, trained there a bit, and then just seeing guys like Leon Edwards in the gym. Like I knew about UFC, but I didn't really know a lot about it. Like just seeing these guys, like, wow, Leon Edwards, he's in the UFC, he trains at this gym, and other professional world champions training in the gym, like Yannick Bahati, Nefias Frederick, people like that training in the gym. It just inspired me. So I'd keep doing all the classes, keep training. And then it got to a point where I'd train at 5 a.m. till 7 a.m. I'd done an apprenticeship, so I'd go there I'd do 8 till 4, come back on the night, train 6 till 9. I'd done that every day for a year. Once I qualified in my apprenticeship, I decided, right, this is what I want to do. I want to train full time, and I want to like follow in the paths of these guys like Leon Edwards. And there was a professional fighter called Joel Cummins, his current EFC champion. He was a big inspiration for me. I think if it weren't for him, I wouldn't really be training full time, because I'd look up to him a lot. He took me under his wing, and that's like the role model that I had in that gym. Like I wanted to be like him, even though at the time he weren't not a world champion or nothing then, but like he was just a proper good role model. He always helped me. He used to pick me up at 5 a.m., take me to the gym 7 a.m., train. He was just like always there for me. So that's who inspired me to train full time, really.
And are you still at UTC?
Now the UTC camp closed about 2 years ago, I think, and we all moved over to Team Renegade.
Okay. And who else would we know that trains at Team Renegade?
What, that was from UTC, or just that you know that trains there?
Just in general, who Joe Public may know from watching certain fights.
So you'd know Nefias Frederick, current Cage Warriors middleweight champion, Joy Herbert, Fabian Edwards, Tom Breeze, Leon Edwards. The list goes on. There's loads of big names in that gym, bro.
Crazy, man. And to be in that stable must be also keep your work ethic high, but also quite inspirational, right?
Yeah, a lot. Just being a young lad like I am, training with these guys every day, seeing them train every day and stuff, and just grinding with them on the mats. It's real good, man.
And do you get fighters who are training at that gym who are a similar weight to you, so you can train with people at bantamweight, or are there people who you're having to roll with that are a lot heavier than you?
Nah, there's guys my weight. One of the popular ones that you'd know is Jay Cadley, the current EFC and Cage Warriors flyweight champion.
The White Kong, right?
White Kong. He's one of my main training partners.
Well, I've said, listen, next time you speak to Jake, right, I've sent him a message and he hasn't replied because I want him on this podcast. So when you see him, tell him, look, I have a podcast with Brother Safe, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But also let him know to come 15 minutes before because it's going to take 15 minutes to set everything up because I'm quite picky and choosy.
Yeah, definitely.
See, the viewers wouldn't have seen that, would they? You were in one room. I'm trying to get you to balance the phone on the seat of your bike, right?
Oh man.
Get,
Lucas and it.
get, I'll get you to close windows, open blinds.
Close windows, open blinds, turn my positioning, move my chair at certain angles.
But it looks good now, so it's worth it. Yeah, but that's some great people you've got there. And so how long have you been training at that gym so far?
I've been training there about 2 years. I remember about a year yesterday it was. Made my amateur debut, and at the time I made my amateur debut, I was under the UTC camp, and then I took a year off, come back. Ever since I've been under Team Renegade. Trained a bit at Manchester top team as well. So yeah.
The reason I asked you about the name of the gym, because when I looked on Topology whilst I was doing some research, they've still got you down as UTC, so maybe they just need to update that to Team Renegade, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So your last fight was on Celtic Gladiators against Ben Fahey. Can you tell me what your preparation was, what you knew about Ben, and then talk us through the fight itself?
For that camp, I done most of my preparation down at Manchester top team. I was working with like Cole Prince, Aaron Wilkinson. So yeah, I trained up there in Birmingham. Had my striking coach Nathan Bendon, but we knew he was like a really, really good striker. He's very experienced in K1, I think it is. He's a champion in K1. So I knew already when I got offered that name that I want to wrestle him, take him down, and grind him out to finish him. It didn't go to plan, but yeah, I had a good camp for him. I felt really good actually. Yeah.
Cool. And talk us through the fight itself.
So in the first round, I remember coming out, we were exchanging a bit, and I've took him down straight away. He didn't feel that strong. Just picked him up, just lifted him up really. It was effortless. So took him down, ground and pounding him. I mean, he's gone for like he swept me somehow. I don't know how, and I've ended up in like a footlock position down at Renegade with Tom Breezer showed us loads of heel hooks. So I remember trying to heel hook him, and the ref's gone no heel hooks, amateur rules. I'm going, I tried to footlock him, not working. And then I've got him in like a triangle, but his leg was kind of in. I don't know how his leg was in, but I've got him in like a triangle. And I remember he's punching me in the face, and I've adjusted my triangle, so I've tightened my legs. And I remember seeing in his face is like, oh, you've kind of got me. And he was panicking. Then he's in this triangle trying to hammer fist me. And I remember thinking, yeah, I've got this. Then the bell goes, it's the end of the round. 3-minute round. The round went quick. Second round, I've come out. He's gone forward on me. I've gone forward on him. He's gone to throw a knee. I've caught it. Took him down again. But while I've took him down, he's gone to threaten for the guillotine. So I'm fighting the hands here. As I'm fighting the hands, he swept me over, mounted me, ground and pounded me. I've gone to get up against the cage. As I've gone to turn on the cage, he's took my back. He's gone for the rear naked. I remember fighting the hands and going to turn to get my back against the mat, but the cage wall was in the way. And I'm thinking, in that split second, I kind of switched off a bit, and he sunk the choking, and he subbed me.
That's the thing in this game, innit, brother? It's millimeters, innit, right?
Yeah, millimeters.
You know, like who knows if you had an extra 10 seconds before the bell went, what the decision would have been at the end of it. You just don't know, do you, brother? But you just got to stick to those,
true.
what it is.
At the end of the day, it's amateur fight experience. He's a good opponent, even though his record doesn't really show it. He's a good opponent. His experience. He's fought a lot of top guys. So I was happy to fight him. I've never turned down a fight. Anyone that gets offered to me, I always say yes straight away. So I believe at amateur level, I'm fighting all the best guys really. So when I turn pro, I've really got that feel of good guys. I see loads of guys fighting terrible people at amateur, getting a big padded up record. As soon as they turn pro, they're they're losing on that. So it's good that I'm getting the feel of them high class fighters at amateur level. So when I turn pro, there's no shock there. I'm used to that kind of level.
It's interesting you're saying that, Brother Mo, because I did a podcast with Paul Sutherland, from Trojan Free Fighters, and he was saying that he wants his fighters to have around about 10 amateur fights with good caliber fighters. So they're prepared all the way through the fight camp, everything, nothing's easy. And win or learn, when it comes to professional level, they're already halfway there with the preparation side, right? And that's similar to what you're saying, right?
Yeah, it's exactly true.
Along your martial arts journey, I'm sure you've come across a lot of coaches. Is there any specific coaches or mentors that have played a significant role on that journey? And if so, who?
The main one really is Nathias Frederick, the current Cage Warriors middleweight champion. I've known him since I was about 16, and he's just been with me the whole way through. Every single fight camp I've done, every single boxing fight I've had, K1 tournament I've done, he's been there every single one regardless. So Nathias Frederick and my striking coach Nathan Bendon, I've been using him just over a year now, and he's one of the best striking coaches I've had. So definitely him. And then Paul Reed as well, my nutritionist and strength coach. But he's not only a nutritionist and strength coach, he's a good guy. He rings me every day and he's always there for me. He's always checking up on me, making sure I'm all right and stuff. So him as well.
There's a couple of people that mentioned Paul Reed, not just for the strength and conditioning, for the nutrition, and also he does quite a bit of managerial work, right?
Yeah, he works for Cage Warriors as well.
And I've seen a couple of his clips, and he seems like someone who's dedicated to the sport, right?
Yeah, he's a really good guy. Like, you're not going to get more genuine than Paul Reed.
Brother, we're in testing times with this pandemic and everything else. How are you able to keep fighting fit? Are you having to switch your training so you can keep at a certain level, so as and when your next fight comes up, you're ready?
Yeah, always switching my training. I'm always training, even though we're in this pandemic. I'm always training in some sort of way. There's never a day that goes by and I haven't trained. So I'm always keeping active, always keeping fit, and I'm always ready. Hence why I took fights on short notice in the past, because I'm always ready. It's not like, I just got off the sofa, had a little 2-week camp and that. I'm always ready. I'm in the gym every single day. So no matter what comes up, I'm always available to take anything.
You've had quite a few fights yourself. Is there any fights that have been most rewarding for you? And if so, what is that fight, if you can share that with us?
When I won the GP UK title, that was a big moment for me, winning my first amateur title. But the biggest moment, it's not a fight that I've actually had myself. It was one of my best friends and mentors, Nathias Frederick, when he beat James Webb on Cage Warriors for the world middleweight title. That was like a proper rewarding fight, even though I didn't step in the cage myself. But just knowing him for how many years I've known him and see him go from 0-2 pro to racking up a big winning streak and then winning a world title, it was a absolutely beautiful moment, man.
You're right, brother. It doesn't have to be, a fight that you're involved in, as in competing. You can have a different involvement and an emotional attachment to the fighter, like you got with this brother, right?
Yeah, it was mad. Like, when he's won, I felt like I won that title. It was a very mad moment.
Well, that just shows the connection. If you didn't have that connection, you won't feel that way, would you, my friend? Brother Mo, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and experience with us. And I look forward to having you on, hopefully in another 3 months' time. Jazakallah, my brother.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Thank you.